Me?
Hello? Sparkle? Hi,
Brother,
Sparkle.
what a surprise to see you again.
Show yourself. Your trick won't work on us.
I've heard that a skilled mass fool received an invitation too. That must be you, right? Did you enjoy yourself?
Barely. The people here are way too gullible. A little bait is all it takes for them to bite. And they run away at the slightest hint of danger. In other words, they're naive and cowardly.
Now that you've had your fill, it'd be wise to leave before it's too late. The music of the harmony doesn't tolerate discord.
Oh.
What? Now that you have the real Robin, I'm useless? Oh, how disheartening. You've done so much for the family. You
Yeah, but
should
being a little
thank me,
bitch.
because if it
Don't
weren't
worry,
for
we
me
care about
cleaning
you,
up this
Sparkle.
mess,
You are the best.
Honkai would still be in shambles. Don't you think?
That was a personal request from the head of the Iris family, and it has nothing to do with us. Step aside and stop causing trouble for the Charmony Festival.
The Charmony Festival? You think you can scare me? You think I have no idea what you're planning? I don't care what you're thinking, chicken wing boy. But I'm pretty sure our lovely
Lovely.
Robin
Oh my god,
will
Sparkle
be
is so gay.
After all,
Girly is so
is
into
this
girls.
truly the paradise you desire?
God, Sparkle.
Stop it.
What's the rush, chicken wing boy?
Sparkle
Did I
just goes
get you?
around making everyone mad.
Our paradise is none of your concern, masked fool. Leave now, or the family won't tolerate you anymore.
Oh no, I'm
All right. I'll go. But Robin, I suggest you seriously consider this. Do you really believe those living in dreams can escape pain and find true happiness? Well, I've done my part, and now I'm simply waiting for the fireworks to begin. Here, the last two gifts for both of you. And don't lose them.
Is he
If by
gonna give
some
all the big
unfortunate
yes
chance
button to
the
both of
Charming
them?
Festival starts against all odds. Remember to use them during the show. And it'll be thrilling. Bang!
Some are born weak and vulnerable. Some find themselves trapped in unfortunate circumstances. Some fall victim to malice and cowardice. When it comes to survival, everyone is equal. And the weak can only watch as their value gets constantly diminished by external forces.
That's why we should care for the weak and support them as if their suffering were our own. That's what the Odes of Harmony have always taught us.
While the Harmony holds noble aspirations, the strong will always be strong, and the weak will always be weak. Even in this carefree dream. Human nature contains greatness, but it also harbors inherent weaknesses that can't be eradicated. In the end, if people can't even secure their own survival, they won't care about the illusory future of equality. As long as the law of survival of the fittest prevails, there will always be fledglings crashing to their death.
But if people don't live for the future, do they merely exist for survival? If even you, my brother, don't believe that the Harmony will save the weak, then which Eon can make our dreams come true?
People
Robin.
often forget that when the first bird took flight, the entire world envisioned a future where no more fledglings would ever crash to their death.
Are you reading, sister? What are you reading?
I know I've been not been talking a lot, but like, God,
Mr.
this whole
Gopher
bird
gave me a
and
picture
analog,
book.
I
It's
don't
about
know
the
how to
story
say
with
it,
the
but like,
harmonic strings.
the whole bird thing they're doing is just.
If I could become a
I'm just keeping that in the video because, man, God, God, that's really good.
Dominicus, the harmonious choir.
But probably
I
also
wanna sing with
important for
everyone to
context.
spread our wishes so that all can feel
Oh.
happiness and joy.
I see. Then I would summon the harmonious choir too.
Aww.
Don't you have a wish of your own, brother?
Of course I do. It's just that it includes your wish and everyone else's. I long for a true paradise where everyone can find peace.
Then let's build a stage there and invite everyone to our performance so that
Aww.
both our wishes come true
Aww.
through the power of the harmonious choir.
Aww.
It's a deal then.
Yeah, it's a deal. But how can I become a chord master?
Aww. My
Maybe
heart.
you will have to become a star
My,
first.
my heart. Oh, my heart, it made me cry in shop. Ah,
You're back
my
sooner than I
heart,
thought.
my poor
Any
heart.
results?
God. Oh,
Yes.
siblings make me
And now,
cry.
it's up to us to forge ahead.
Anyway, Gallagher.
He's already
holds, I
carried out
guess.
his last
Hi,
wish.
Gallagher.
My final mission is complete. But pardon me if I sound curt. It's good to have determination. The path Mikhail left for you is not an easy one to tread. Why else would he have chosen to sleep in solitude, staking everything on some
Well, I mean,
nameless
like, we have done so many
you have
things
the
at this
numbers.
point. I'm sure
And in
it's
numbers
not gonna
comes
be the
strength.
hardest.
So that might just delay your inevitable a little more.
Got any more encouraging words?
No.
As I see it, relying on Welt's negotiations alone is far from enough. Regardless of whether the other party will be compliant,
Margit is so fed up with
negotiating simply
Gallagher.
allows us to meet them as
Even if we succeed, it's too risky.
Yeah, that is a good question. Maybe we can
So,
sneak in.
No one's gonna say anything? Then I'll raise my hand.
Oh, okay,
I know
Marge.
the answer
Okay,
to this question.
I'm listening, Marge. I'm listening. Alright. I never done before. Look like we have one more ace of a sleeves. Time for the nesters to go. Oh, Marge, bullying is have never been more real. I love you, Marge. I'm so sorry, though. Wait, I don't know what's funnier, just the direct, or it look like we have one more ace of your sleeves. Time for the next stroke.
Why are you speaking like the general of the Law Fu?
Because I love him,
So,
Marge.
I heard that before the Charmony Festival begins,
Let me
there'll
talk
be a
like
pageant to kick off the
Jin
festival.
Yuan.
It's called
Ass,
the
go.
So Glad TM
Please,
Festivity
Marge.
Auditions, or something, and it's going to be held in the moment of Scorch Sand. As long as we clinch the top spot, we'll be able to attain the title of Festive Superstar, and be able to personally bask in the graces of Miss Robin. Not that that's
Marge,
important.
you're being really gay
What's
right now.
crucial
Keep
is
going.
that we can enter the Grand Theater before the audience arrives. So, how do we go about
Marge
participating
in the middle of
in
her
these
master
festivity
plan.
auditions?
Having gay thoughts.
I've already procured special invite tickets from Miss Robin's fan
Oh
club.
my god, Marge.
To tell you the truth, I had been preparing to join the auditions all along. But now it looks like even if I scrape through, I probably still won't have the chance to shake Miss Robin's hand.
He's so into Robin.
So there's
People
Shut
are
up.
pouring in. Kinda feels like all sorts of baddies are showing up. Let's get in there quickly
Well,
and enter
don't
the
we, Marge? We're the
competition.
real baddies here. We
Ladies and
show these
gentlemen,
baddies
please make
moves to
way.
baddies.
Make way.
So we sent them to the baddies. Ah. Fucking kill me.
Allow me to introduce myself.
Hey.
I'm the director of Solglad's factory, Hydean Leader. My 4 friends, introduce yourselves to the audience across the cosmos.
Hello, everybody. I'm Himiko, a nameless from the Astral Express, and these are my companions.
Oh god.
Don't you guys need to hide your identities?
No, Fiverr, go out saying you are a mass
anyways,
murderer.
Penacony is
You're a
plastered with our
wanted
posters.
mass murderer.
Because the Astral Express is
From
so
the stellar on
well-known,
Hunter.
family won't
I guess
dare
mass
to
murder
make
wouldn't
any
be
rash
correct.
moves.
I guess it would be correct. I think this bounty hunt time. One moment. Hello everyone! Hello everyone!
Hey, be a bit more serious. We're live on air.
I'm getting an
Hello,
ear.
everyone.
I'm getting an earful
I'm an
again
who
for
loves
March,
adventures.
just like our ways.
Hello, everyone.
Grab a bottle of Soul Glad and make your dreams a blast.
Man, that's like the worst catchphrase
Names,
ever.
your arrival reminds me of the grand occasion when Penacony was first established. I was still a young, bright-eyed lad back then, lured here by the watchmaker's ads, full of zeal and ready to make my first fortune in life. Once, during a particularly grueling day, I passed out and was resuscitated by a drink from Mr. Sousa. That sweet taste has since been etched in my mind, and that was what drove me to create the Soul Glad that we all know and love today. The dream-chasing era was truly a wondrous time. Oh, I miss those days, and the watchmaker. Scorched Sand Hall is my homage to that time of boundless possibilities. I wholeheartedly hope you make it to the finish and emerge as the next superstars of Penacony. Now then, is there anything you'd like to say before the competition officially begins?
Nah, we win. Can we get the ball running ready? I ain't got all the capiz. Because I said we're gonna take an hour in this. I can. Yes, I said we're gonna take an hour in this. I can feel it.
There's that, the ever-vigilant, trailblazing spirit we all know.
I should not be allowed to make choices in this game.
Hey, you should really fix that defeatist mentality of yours.
Miss
Let me
March,
take the
how
L,
about
Marge,
you?
please, cease.
Hello, everyone. Next up, get ready for
Wait,
the
I
Mega
only
March
set up to get a
Adventure,
reaction out of
where
March.
I'm going to break the speed run world record.
Trailblazing into the uncharted and challenging the limits. That's Miss March talent for you. How about Miss Firefly?
I hope that by the end of this journey,
Aww.
everyone will have achieved the outcome that they hoped for.
Oh, Firefly, baby.
A wonderful wish. Miss Himiko, what are you expecting from your team?
Well, expecting more March to
Safety
not take
first,
the L.
everyone.
Simple
words,
oh
but
my god.
full of warmth.
That's mum for you.
Waiting for you are 3 stages, each connected to that era. The first 2 stages offer 2 distinct paths to choose from, with unique challenges on each route. And in the last stage, you will face off against a champion who has defended the title to this very day. A beloved contender whose noble virtues are unrivaled.
Oh my god, okay.
Those are the rules. Simple. Everyone clear? Now, I hereby announce that the 33rd Scorched
shit.
Sand Festival of the 20th season, sponsored by Soul Glad Enterprises, has started.
Alright. Time to take that L.
Everyone, as the Charmony Festival is drawing closer, we must reach the end as quickly as possible. Factoring in efficiency and safety, splitting up into 2 groups is the best choice. March and I haven't known Miss Firefly for too long and aren't overly familiar with her. It'd probably be better if the two
I'm
of you
playing
paired
up with
up.
Firefly again? Oh, okay.
Fine by me. Let's do it.
Nice.
All right. I don't have a problem with that.
Be a sue-in with me. Hold up, haven't any of you ever wanted to ask me for my consent? Say what now? I get to power up with Firefly and there's no catch?
We'll split into the assigned groups then. Let's not waste time.
Again, hang out with her and she won't die right before my eyes? Or quote unquote. Make my choice. Alright. Looks very pretty though. Oh. Oh god, bingo highway! Dit is just something. Ah!
Oh, just take a look at this pair! Such star quality. Since you come as a pair, I'll prep a two-person scene for you. You two, are you ready?
I think so. Ready?
Envision that you both, driven by the spirit of exploration, are arriving at the land of dreams that is Penacony for the first time. But instead of lush lands, you find yourselves amidst swirling sands and desolation, far from the paradise the watchmaker described. You're driving an old clunker through the wilderness of the dreamscape, braving the cold wind, choking on the dust, and suddenly, a fierce memory zone meme blocks your path.
No, the memes.
Now, Miss Greyhair, what
Miss
line would you
Greyhair.
deliver to express your disappointment in Penacony?
Yeah, I love living on the wild side. What intonation is this hellhole? What make you a big fat liar? Bruder skater quit running over. Great, I love living on the wild sides. Come on, these two are really funny. Bruder Keacher, quick, let's run it over. I mean, we know that the memes aren't that in. Yeah, you know, I'm just gonna go for the funny. Great, I love living on the wild side.
No, that's not right. You're trying to express disappointment. Why do you sound so chipper?
I need you out my Firefly now. The Honkai style experience for me is being chilled out by every fucking girl companion I come across. I'm being chilled out no matter who. Man, Firefly, you and March 7 will really make good friends.
Do you usually express disappointment this way?
I can feel the daggers being starred to the back of my skull.
Very good.
Crying.
Now, though
I'm
you're
actually
disappointed,
crying for that
your
side.
screen partner is conversely very enthusiastic.
She's so
Now,
annoyed at me.
Emily, you will say...
She's so fucking annoyed at me.
This is great! I love living on the wild side!
She's doing the same thing I did. Oh my
Very
god.
good, very intense. And then we cut to the story's
oh
next
my
scene.
god.
You find a job mending the rails, but the days are long, and your endurance can't keep up, and you finally collapse in
my
the
God.
endless expanse of desert. Suddenly, sweet rain falls from the sky, wetting your lips and rousing your spirits. Now, Miss Greyhair, what line will best express your surprise at this moment?
Wow, in Penacony, my Penacony is really abound with opportunities. So let me die of thirst. But we were never meant to succeed.
We're already at the next scene. You need to convey surprise now. Not disappointment.
To let me die of thirst instead.
That's not right. That line doesn't sound very surprised.
I'm just being mean. Up to the
Devoid of
sky.
fighting spirit,
I'm
wanting
slurping
to
out the
comfort her.
rain.
At this moment, what should you do to make her laugh?
Tell that joke. I want to pet her head. Oh no! Oh no! This is the hardest decision of my life. Tell that joke. Oh, pet her head. I want to do both of them. No. Oh, I love both of them. I really. Oh my god. You know what? I would love to pet her head, but I'm just gonna say tell a dad joke. Tell a dad joke.
The test now is about body language. I don't think dialogue is allowed here.
Pet her heads.
You seriously think that would make someone laugh?
This is a pretty self-destructive move, which drives your business to the brink of bankruptcy. At this moment, what would you, who refuses to admit defeat, decide
Please, let
to
there be an
do?
option that reference Resident Evil. That'd be so funny. Get on my knees and grovel. You drop to your knees with a resounding thud and start to repeatedly bash. No towing and totally to your business rival. The key to a peaceful life lies in these 5 powerful words. Show me mercy! Pity, please!
Shut up! No one wins a trade war by kowtowing! Is this ever going to end? I know! Why don't you try that clockwork thing you used before?
Oh, okay, I guess.
Your performance is...
Happy!
God! I never imagined that such a sad scene could be portrayed.
We didn't even do anything!
Such a joyful and heartwarming way. Two people sharing a long cherished friendship, as if time and status meant nothing to them.
Huh? But we haven't even done anything! Is his imagination running wild again?
Brilliant! Your portrayal outdoes the original. It's simply beautiful.
Man, this takes winning by doing absolutely nothing
gotta
to
hurry
one
up.
new level.
Stellaron
And now, make your choice.
Oh god, oh god. Alright. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's who I think it is. It's the man. It's the legend.
No way. I think I just saw someone. Someone extraordinary.
I know. It's the one and only extreme pretty boy. Genty. Oh. But a glorious light of beauty. I never thought I will see you again. I will see you. In these turbulent times, your kind faces are as a spring gentle breeze, bringing solace to my scorched heart.
Are you a knight of beauty?
Okay, why wasn't his lines? So the red hair contestant were you all along? Why are his lines not voiced? Wait, Content not on Content. Wait. Were they not able to have like a Genti's voice actor voice lines for this? Oh, that's just the same. Oh, I guess that happens. Who actually voices Argenti? Who's his English voice actor? Adam Michael Gold. Whoa, wait, Argenti's voice actor also voices Mr. Tail? You already heard of my herbal title elsewhere. I'm deeply honored. Upon hearing of the impending festivals, I commended the one and only to bring me to Penacony with full haste. Alas, in a cosmos unguarded by beauty, disorder prevails. Thus my passage was delayed by tending to the sick and injured. I love you, Argenti. Yeah, I love you, Argenti. Fortunately, the mini rabbit mech pilot, stray cat duelist, galactic ninja, and quad diver Eterlian, all with 22 other souls in distress, are emerged from their predicament safe and sound. I then led them out here to reveal in the harmony with the countless other splendid beings. It is the beauty, it's desolate. Oh, Argenti, please keep talking. Please keep yapping. I could hear to him being stupid. Oh god, I love this man. I do not deserve the space. Unfortunately, that dirty IPC ambassador, whose radiance matches that of a beautiful peacock, remains in a woeful state. How I wish he too could partake in this splendid occasion. Oh. Jenny, please, you're so bisexual, gods. Okay, let's get back to business. Since fate has brought us together, it stands to reason that you both seek accolade of the audience victor, correct? So upon arrival, I was once mistaken for a towering, silver-armored fugitive with fiery red flames due to my lack of accurance. I matter not for all those trials team from the land of dreams, beauty. What matters is that I now stand before you. All paths have crossed. I, Argenti of the Knights of Beauty, am humbly requesting for a battle in the name of the Code of Chivalry with you both. If I'm fortunate enough to emerge victorious, kindly grant me passage to the crown of victory. And recognize that Adelia, the beauty, is the most peerless beauty of all. Oh shit, we're actually fighting again? saving the world. Could you please make way? Saving the world? For the nicest act of beauty. If that's the case... No, that won't do. The roots of contents are sacred and infallible, just like beauty. That will be the noblest choice. We need to see the Stellaron in Penacony.
That's right. This magnificent dream is built upon the Stellaron and the countless sacrifices of many people.
Oh, to recount the deeds of Fel, this Stella I once very saw. However, present day Penacony bears no marks on the Stellaron's taint. The family has always been renowned for spreading harmony. How can I be sure you won't hold truth?
If I'm not wrong, the Knights of Beauty also received an invitation from the Watchmaker, right?
That's right. But does that this have to do? But what does it have to do with Stellaron?
Actually, we've already met the Watchmaker.
You revealed to our entity the truth about the Stellaron. That's clear to me now, evidently. You're definitely in pursuit of the beauty's ideals. Come forward, my dear friend. Beautiful miss. The audition crown is yours to claim. Also remain here, gazing from afar as you bask in the limelight, joining in the audience in offering you the most heartfelt cheers and applause.
Thank you, Knight of Beauty.
I'm so glad you can
We
skip
don't have
this
much time
fight.
left.
I tried, but you know. Bye,
In that case,
Agenti.
let's make our way to the end.
Staying intently ultimate.
Penacony's really thronging with talent. I hope we make it in time.
Bye, Agenti. Bisexual kin. Ooh. There we go. We did it.
Congratulations to the Galactic Baseballer and Firefly on becoming this Scorched Sand Festival's champion! We look forward to their amazing entrance in the Charmony Festival! Let's give a round of applause to our aspiring young guests!
Oh look, it's me. No Firefly though, that's the same. Oh, Firefly. Oh, and March and Nimiko are here too then.
Congratulations to the both of you on becoming the festive superstars of this year's Charmony
Wait,
Festival.
is that Sunday?
Before entering the Grand Theater, I, on behalf of the organizers, extend my sincere congratulations to you, wishing you joy
Sunday?
under their radiance.
What are you doing here? Didn't expect you to be a Sunday.
As previously promised, my sister, Mr. Yang, and I have met with the Dream Master. We delved into the truth about Penacony and its Stellaron.
That's good, that's
and have come
good.
to a consensus. Both I and the Oak family cannot acquiesce to your request.
Sunday?
Just
Sunday?
as expected.
Sunday?
We acknowledge the perspective of you, Nameless.
Sunday?
Penacony does require change, but not as you propose. The planet of festivities cannot and will not revert to a place characterized by chaos, disorder, or anarchy. Through your journey of overcoming obstacles, you must have glimpsed the essence of that era. The vulnerable ruthlessly eliminated, equality non-existent, common folk living precarious lives, eking out a dreary existence. Ultimately, only heroes like yourselves manage to achieve success. But I would dare ask, If you did not possess the special status of having a Stellaron, and you were but an anonymous and frail member among the masses, which Penacony would you prefer?
Oh.
A dystopia for the survival of the fittest? Or a sweet dream paradise for all?
I don't know why you're asking me, but I don't like either of them, to be honest. So, I don't know why you're asking me. I don't care.
That's not the point. Don't let him mislead you.
Mr. Sunday,
fine.
Even if the members of the Oak family can't fully agree on what to do about the Stellaron, now's not exactly the time to be holding an extensive discourse about Penacony's past and future, is it? The Stellaron issue concerns the life and death of everyone on Penacony. If anyone has a better suggestion, the crew is more than willing to listen. Also, it'd be best to tell us the ins and outs of that meeting. This way, we'll at least know what Welt and Ms. Robin are dealing with, and the reason why they failed to make our appointment.
Ah, Navigator. That is precisely my intention. With all present, let's begin by discussing the details of that meeting. Let's talk about our tribulations and choices, our ideals and beliefs, and our final course of action. The only path to take.
Sunday. You certainly are doing a while ago. Alright, we flashback.
That for the longest time, there have been scoundrels who would use the Charmony Festival that I have bequeathed to the masses as a tool to realize their ambition.
Indeed, Dream Master. Once the Charmony Festival begins, the Stellaron's powers, along with the song, will be broadcast across the entire planet of Penacony. And then everyone in their dreams will be unable to awaken.
This is indeed surprising to me. The dreamscape is maintained by the collective effort of the 5 families. If someone were to use the Charmony Festival to recklessly disseminate the power of the Stellaron, this individual must hold a position
is it Sparkle?
Of great authority.
Is that Sparkle's plan?
Do you have any suspects?
With all the buttons and stuff?
I'd like to ask, did you really not know of the Stellaron's existence?
I would have never thought that this nameless would point the spear at me. Quite astonishing indeed.
If I have offended, the Astral Express extends its sincere apologies. But the current circumstances are dire and leave no room for meticulous inquiry. We're doing this out of concern for the Dreamscape's safety. So, if you could, please alleviate our concerns.
Dream Master, it's just to prove that the Charmony Festival has nothing to do with the Stellaron. If we're being overly cautious, I will return to the stage to offer tribute in song, just per the arrangement.
Boop.
Sunday, Robin. I've watched you two grow up and know your dispositions like the back of my hand. Both of you, right now, can surely be lauded as their most devout advocates. I already know your resolve. The magnitude of this matter is enormous and cannot be taken lightly. Since Mr. Yang has asked with such earnestness, I will personally respond in kind. If there is a need, the entire Oak family will be mobilized to heed your call. Sunday, might I ask you to beseech them to cast their light unto me, and question me in their stead, so that no lies may be concealed?
I will do as you command.
Robin, could I entrust you to be present as a witness, to document the truth, and to proclaim my innocence, so that all slander may be utterly dispelled?
I will do as you command.
May thy will be carried out on earth, just as it is in the heavens.
Oh, triple-faced soul, please sear his tongue and palms with a hot iron, so that he will not be able to fabricate lies and make false vows.
Let us begin. There is nothing else to prepare.
Understood. Question. Have you devoted your life to your god, never worshipping other gods?
Naturally.
Do you love your god as you do yourself, always heeding their admonishments?
Naturally.
Have you strayed from the path expected by your god, betraying their name?
Never.
Have you ever been inordinate with your asks of your god, coveting more than the foundation of the creation itself?
Never.
Then, a final question. Do you swear to fulfill all vows, past, present, and future?
With the Eon as my witness, if I do not deliver on my words, or if I renege on my vows, may I be cursed in accordance with divine law.
They have seen your faith, and have endorsed your faith. With this, it can be evidenced...
Just a moment.
What is it, Mr. Yang?
I have another question I hope to have answered. To my understanding, the family's harmony and prosperity have never relied on so-called divine laws. The god you both mentioned, are they truly Xipe?
Mr. Yang should know that those belonging to the family toil together as if they were kin, embracing solidarity and unity under their light. All duplicity is laid bare before the harmony. Such a delicate and complex symphony. Which other god could perfectly harmonize this, if not for the great one, Xipe?
Perfectly harmonize. Therein lies the problem. It isn't an outsider lurking in the shadows who changed the harmony, but a dissonance that has surreptitiously emerged from
well, this is going ham here.
Symphony itself. In the distant past, there existed an Eon. With one flick of the wrist, they crafted the laws of the cosmos. Their followers formed the Beyond the Sky Choir.
The Eon of Order, I think. Was, I don't remember the name, but it was the Eon of Order.
Later, they fell. The route traversed by this Eon clashed with the harmony, ultimately being absorbed and fused into it. The chorus that once reverberated across worlds fell silent, and when it echoed anew, it was transformed into the hymn of harmony. Though an Eon may perish, paths with no masters still linger. In the all-forgiving harmony, echoes of bygone dissonance may subtly arise.
Mr. Yang, being overly astute can be a detriment, especially when you find yourself alone and without allies.
But he's also Yan. Well, Yan. I don't think you have to, I don't think you want to mess with him.
Grand cause Sunday, please afford these two an opportunity to rest.
Yeah, so well was right to think that. So does that mean that god they're referencing is not the god of harmony, but the god of order? Oh shit.
Sorry, Robin. It's just you. I did not wish for you to know this.
Sunday! god.
It's a pity that things have turned out this way.
You know, Unstoppable was totally right when I showed her Sunday Robin.
The shadow that envelops Penacony.
Yeah, no, Sunday. And
we were never
children. Unstoppable. He looks like he will backstab me.
Paradise.
I think that's what she said, though.
Could not have. Have been crafted by sheep.
Oh my god.
True bliss can only be guaranteed by the one who transcends the many. Within the foundation of law, humanity establishes civilization.
God damn it, Sunday.
And through harmony.
Yeah, we take order. Yeah, there we go. Order. Yeah, there we go. Alright. You know, I had that suspicion, like, before.
To think that there would be remnants of the Order on Penacony.
What have you done with Mr. Yang and Miss Robin?
Yeah, give back Grandpa.
I just gave them some time alone to ponder their fates.
You should know that these actions make you an enemy of the Astral Express.
You don't want that, let me tell you.
To stand against the Nameless, it would only be myself and the Oak family involved. But we haven't reached that point yet, have we? Your efforts for the justice of Penacony are evident to everyone, and have been widely observed.
You want to talk terms with this?
Smart kid. You're just as sharp as the other one.
If it is the Order that drove you to imprison Welt and Robin, and you're using them to coerce our compliance, then there'll be no point in entertaining any type of discussion.
Oh, Himiko! Himiko has no interest.
They are in very safe hands. And just as the family has always proclaimed,
Himiko is
no
gonna
one can be
go
harmed in the
bonkers.
dreamscape. Least of all in the beautiful new world belonging to the Order. Penacony and the entire universe have witnessed far too much innocent bloodshed. The strong wield their blades against the weak, and the victors push the vanquished to the brink of life. Natural selection. The world abides by this principle, establishing the well-being of humanity atop the corpses of the downtrodden. Only we, or rather, I, possess the power to put an end to this farce.
So you've decided to resurrect a dead Eon? No one's ever done such a thing.
If Miss Himiko is interested, let's draw back the veil and speak candidly.
Bringing back a dead Eon?
I've always
Jesus.
firmly believed that people can understand one another through peaceful means. I'm willing to divulge the unembellished truth as to the intentions of the Order's Pathstriders, so that you will make better judgment for the Astral Express, for Penacony, and for this stretch of the universe. Words can hardly do justice to the beauty.
Yeah, no, I had a feeling it might be an Order team, because like, Offensive in like the last update was like, is this the harmony you so speak of? His, like, Sunday's powers never felt like harmony at all, so...
Where'd he go?
Oh, he just outright disappeared.
Welcome.
Okay.
This isn't any location in Penacony's dreamscape. It's my inner world. The reason the scenery before you remains unchanged is because your consciousness has drawn on similar concepts to fill in the gaps.
Hoe de ruit mij wordt exposed to inner self like this.
Did you do the same to Welt?
It's a tuning process. Stronger in effect and more draining on the mind. The gray-haired guest has experienced it before, so she should understand what it entails. Tuning allows you to intuitively grasp my feelings, which also means that I cannot hide anything from you. Now, everyone, please look at the huge screen. The road we once took begins here.
Oh god. What are you gonna show me now?
From this point on, you will witness the numerous decisions I've faced. I've selected a portion of these to share with you. I believe after going through similar predicaments, you'll be able to better understand my thoughts.
13, pal.
Let's begin.
Buddy.
The first decision. A story about a baby bird. This story happened when Robin and I were very young. We were victims of the Stellaron disaster, and the family's Mr. Gopher Wood, who would later become the Dream Master of Penacony, saw that we siblings had no one to turn to and took us in. Later on, Robin and I lived a time with nary a care in the world. One day, after dinner, while my younger sister and I were lounging about in Mr. Gopher Wood's yard, we spotted a fledgling Charmony dove all on its own. That baby bird was tiny. It didn't even have all of its feathers, and it couldn't sing. When we found it, it was already on its last breath, having fallen into a shrub, probably abandoned by its parents. We decided to build a nest for it right there and then. However, thinking back, that winter was unusually cold, with fierce winds at night in the yard, not to mention the many poisonous bugs and wild beasts in the vicinity. It was clear that if we left the fledgling in the yard, it stood no chance of surviving until spring. So, I suggested we take it inside, place it on the shelf by the window, and asked the adults to fashion a cage for it. We decided that when it regained its strength enough to spread its wings, we would release it back into the wild. The tragic part, something that we'd never considered, was that this bird's fate had already been determined long before this moment. Its destiny was determined by our momentary whim. Now, I pass the power of choice to you all. Faced with this situation,
reacting, but I'm
what
so
choice would you make?
Into this.
Stick to the original plan, and build a nest with soft net where the Charmony dove fell. Or build a cage for it, and feed it, giving it the utmost care from within the warmth of a home.
Are you gonna make me choose?
I eagerly await your answer.
No, I have to make a choice. Right. Build a cage for the little Charmony dove. Or build a bird nest on the spot. You know, there's nothing wrong with keeping a bird in well, don't play video games there. A well-built cage, if they are non-wild. Like, if you buy a bird which necessarily has only known living with other human beings, then it isn't that bad. Of course, you should always let your bird out, but in this specific scenario, the bird can fly, so the cage is the safest place. But for a wild animal, I don't think that life... And wild animals don't always do well with being looked like that. Especially if they want to go out and fly on their own. And even though it hurts, that the bird will one day try to fly and fall to his death, that is nature. And sometimes that's the best choice. At least that's what I think. Stick to the original plan.
Interesting. Since you've made up your mind, allow me to reveal what fate this choice will bring to the fledgling.
Whatever happens, have us nature at his work. How painful it might be. Nature just isn't happy. Hey, nature isn't. Nature is a chaotic harmony. And that's just how it is. At least that the bird had like a little more time to give that chance.
From what I've observed, there are at least 3 predators in that yard that prey on small birds. The Vossicle scorpion, Asdana wolverine, and the Huntington winged snake.
Winged snake? A flying snake, that's pretty
Even
cool.
if they shy away from humans, these animals are still near apex predators in a fenced location like a yard. In such a location, only one fate awaits that little Charmony dove. A painful death.
Exactly. But that's just nature.
As for the choice you made, I am deeply sorry. Now, let us advance to the second decision. This time, it's the story of a dream chaser.
I don't need your apologies, Sunday. I think this will be the right choice in the end. Animals should not be... Birds should not be put in cages like this. There was a wild animal, and nature just isn't kind. And that's something you gotta accept. How painful it might be.
I was appointed as Bronze Melodia, a position exclusive to the Oak family, charged with listening to the problems and vexations of Dreamscape residents, and providing them with the relevant guidance. It was during that period that I had the opportunity to hear voices from all corners of the Dreamscape. Joy, sorrow, arrogance, regret. The complex tapestry of human nature that formed the world. And I was fortunate to catch a glimpse of it. He was a dream chaser, and an illegal stowaway. Just like the rest of them, he came to Penacony in search of a better life. Except that, to most people, the price he paid, I suppose you could say it was everything. He told me, I sold everything I could at home. The house, the land, even his 2 children. He said he could not afford to raise them, and that at least they could eat if they lived as slaves. He had a plan in place. He would buy back his children once he had made his fortune, and enjoy Penacony's beautiful dream with them. Alas, his plan to smuggle himself was somewhat clumsy, and he was sniffed out by those pig-headed hounds. After hearing the Dream Chaser's story, I immediately appealed to the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. That way, at least he could live peacefully. But I was still too naive to the ways of the world. I did not anticipate that what I thought was a kind gesture would later lead to dire consequences.
What happened?
I'll tell you the outcome soon. For now, I'd like you all to make a choice. Will you do as I did, and try to convince the Bloodhound family to stop their pursuit, so that the Dream Chaser may live peacefully and realize his wishes? Or will you remain silent, leaving him to languish while the hounds are hot on his heels, until his inevitable judgment arrives? I look forward to everyone's decisions. Who knows? Perhaps they might even alter the outcome of this tragedy.
Fuck. See, this one is a lot harder. Well, I'm completely convinced in my choice on the last one. This one, okay. The natural thing, okay. The natural thing, like the nicest thing would be to convince this. I cannot imagine what will happen if you would do that. Here we go. We have some wisdom.
A dream chaser story. If I acted out of kindness, I would probably ask the Bloodhounds to stop their pursuit and lend them a hand. But what cruel repercussion would this choice result in? I think Sunday must have been deeply impressed by the limitations of the strong defending the weak through this incident.
What about you, Firefly? Hearing someone's insight might help me.
This question... Surely it has some connection to the baby bird story. And this connection is precisely the breakthrough Sunday aims to use to persuade us.
Yeah.
I'd probably choose to ask the Bloodhounds to cease their pursuit.
Yeah. Might. My bestest friends, might. Tell me, what do you think?
It seems illegal stowaways are really quite common on Penacony. But that guy in the story, I don't think he deserves any sympathy at all. He sold his kids to chase a dream. Even if he intended to go back for them, it's still insanely irresponsible. With that thought, there's only one choice. Let the Bloodhounds send him back home. This person deserves to be punished.
I expected her to say that. This is a hard one. But like, yeah, if I act out of kindness, I will choose the first one. Because that would be the kind thing to do. But Marge made a good point. He did sell his children, like, he did sold his children as slaves. It is pretty fucked up to do. Will I act out of kindness, or will I punish him? Man, this one is way too hard. Because I think I need to be true to myself. I believe that people can get second chances. But also, you should also be held responsible for the things you do. And Mart made a good point. It is insanely irresponsible to sell your children like that, and then irresponsibly thinking you can just get it all back. It is an incredibly risky and irresponsible choice to do. I understand why, but it is incredibly irresponsible.
It seems illegal stowaway. He sold his kids to chase a dream. Even if he intended to. With that thought, there's only one.
Yeah. Because Firefly and Himiko are both on acting out of kindness. Also, I completely did not read the text from the other question. I didn't even know I could talk to them. I just didn't realize. But Mars is a lot more realist, and so. But also, so they already implied that convince the Bloodhound to cease pursuit leads to dire consequences. That's hard. I'm really bad at making choices, but I need to be. But I think after contemplating that out, I think I'm too good. I don't think I would have had the heart to do so. I might be too kind for my own good. I don't think I would have had the heart to. I don't think I would ever have the heart to do the other option.
I'm honored to witness you arriving at the same decision. Out of respect, I'll share with you the dire consequences that my choice back then brought about.
I think I just couldn't see myself do the other thing. I just couldn't. I just can't see myself do the other thing in this exact situation. That would make me a fool or not.
First, the outcome. He attained major success. After avoiding capture, he ran a business for a few years, very quickly making a name for himself, elevating his status. He might not have become a tycoon like old Audie, but he was considered a character of excellent repute.
So let me think. He did not care about his children afterwards.
Now then, did he realize the wish he set out to achieve? No. The last time I saw him was in the real world, where the hounds were going to permanently exile him, and I was the accompanying bronze melodia. The mission was simple. Listen to the criminal's repentance. He told me the reason he was in this predicament was because he conspired to usurp the head of the Alfalfa family. When I asked him about his 2 children, he instead responded with a question.
Yeah.
What children?
I was scared. That was something I considered. I guess that is a thing I considered. I mean, at the end of the day, people wouldn't sell their children off like that. But again, if I was in that situation, I probably would have made that choice either way. It isn't about trying to be the best person you can be. It's about, you know, making the choices you will see yourself making, and I will see myself making this choice. Out of the hope that everything would go right. But that is...
In the end, my heart aligned with the harmony, and the good deed I dared to undertake held no value, turning instead into a wrongdoing. It created a lamentable oppressor and countless oppressed individuals. As to your choice, I once again offer my heartfelt apologies. Next comes the third and final decision. And the story this time is my own. This story happened the day I was appointed the Oak family head. At that time, Mr. Gopherwood was the current Dream Master, and as per his wish, we had a private conversation. What surprised me was that the Dream Master had only come to deliver a letter to me. He let me read its contents, and it was a letter from my sister. The letter contained the usual pleasantries, anecdotes from her travels, nothing out of the ordinary. Just as I started wondering how this letter related to our discussion, the Dream Master began to speak.
Do you know who wrote this letter?
My sister, of course. But why would you personally visit me to hand me a letter from my sister containing mere trivialities?
To help you grasp the full scope of this issue. Do you know where Robin is at this moment?
From what the letter indicates, she must be in Caspelina 8, correct? She's touring there right now.
Correct. Has she mentioned anything about a stray bullet?
A stray bullet?
A stray bullet? What?
A war has broken out on that planet. It is because of this very reason that Robin chose this destination. To spread the word of the harmony. And to
Made for the front. Wow, Robin, damn.
She personally made for the front lines.
That is wow.
She hoped to ease the people's suffering with song, and was willing to brave mortal danger to deliver the IPC's medical supplies. Unfortunately, stray bullets show no such compassion.
Oh, she was actually injured.
Is she all right?
If the operation was successful, she should probably be recovering in the field hospital. By the eon above, the bullet struck her
neck
directly, yet possibly as a reward for her consistent deeds of harmony. It didn't hit any vital arteries. Once you've attended to your outstanding tasks, it'd be advisable to write her back as soon as possible.
Those damned savages! I'll pack my bags right away. My gratitude for bringing this to my attention, Mr. Gopherwood.
Now you understand why she always wears such elaborate neck ornaments.
To be honest, I have never ever noticed that.
How did this happen? Miss Robin.
It's all in the past, so please don't worry. I share this in the meager hope that you will understand the harmony's limitations and predicament. As grandiose as the strong defending the weak sounds, many times, it is nothing more than wishful thinking. Likewise, I've prepared one last question.
One last
One last choice. But rest assured, this choice will not have any grave consequences.
You sure?
Because this is merely a figment of imagination. A nightmare that has haunted me through countless nights. If you ever had the opportunity to make a choice like I did, would you still support Robin's journey on the path of harmony?
I often feel like I've dreamt of similar scenes on certain nights. In the dream, I see blurry faces. I don't know who they are, but I sympathize with all of them. Fighting for survival against some unfathomable force. Their confusion and fear are lucid to me. But I also remember they chose never to give up. Just like Miss Robin. If Mr. Sunday's question leaves you puzzled, you should find the answer from your own experiences. With each trailblaze, dangers and tribulations will surely follow. But would you ever back away? Would you stop March and Don Hung from reaching their next destination? I believe you have an answer of your own in your heart.
Miss Robin's courage is admirable. And here I was thinking she was just another superstar celebrity. But the fact that she's also Mr. Sunday's younger sister? No, I doubt he'd wish harm on his own flesh and blood, no matter how grand the ambition.
How about you, March?
I can't believe that happened to Miss Robin. The strong defending the weak is a great mantra, but if I had to pay such a price, I don't know.
Oops, sorry, March. Just like the birds that they took care of and let go who fell down. You can obviously keep her locked down, stopping her from doing what she wants to do. That is simply not the right thing to do. It's not just for me, not the right thing to do. I don't like it when older people tell older people what they can and can't do. Especially if it is such a noble cause. As someone whose life has been held down by the actions of others, never in my life would I even utter telling her that she shouldn't continue. If it is her choice, to make, then so be it. Yes.
I see. I am now aware of everyone's stances. Raising these questions
and
merely
what's that
serves
say that
to
we don't
illustrate
like each
one
other.
point.
We're
The plight
exact
of Penacony
opposites,
cannot
and
be
they
salvaged by the harmony. The true foundation for a sweet dream paradise can only be established through the order where the strong govern the weak. I know the suffering of being tormented, the turmoil of losing your way, how sorrow and even despair set in when matters don't work out. All of this causes me unending pain, because this is not what happiness is at all. We must teach the weak how to live a happy life. And this life isn't some noble propriety that the upper crust preaches, but in definitive terms, a way of survival that belongs to everyone.
So what is your definition of living a happy life?
Yeah.
Good question. Human consciousness is fundamentally an illusion, a cage known as self-worth. People lured in by this illusion make mistakes, yet still ask that external influences bear the burden. When one mistake after the next permeates the masses, they become impossible to trace. Thus, the amassing of these individual cages culminate to form a prison, a place dictated only by the rule of survival of the fittest. Nature is always accompanied by predation and sacrifice. Its antithesis is known as order.
That's
is
nature.
What I want to do. Unite people's happiness under the banner of order. They won't need to make bitter choices any longer, nor face the weaknesses of humanity. They can cast aside their primal instincts to build a haven for mankind. Simply describing thoughts is far too abstract, so allow me to provide a simple example. As you all may know, there are societal norms like weekends and long weekends.
Oh yeah,
that
this weekend
exist
right
on
now.
some worlds. During these hard-earned rest days, people are given the chance to extricate themselves from the stresses of everyday life, allowing a certain tranquility to return to their souls.
Yeah, it's important.
And it is only on these days that people do not have to adhere to the law where the strong prey on the weak. They can live out their lives happily during these brief intermissions. It's just a pity that 2 or 3 days are still too fleeting compared to the span of a lifetime. From where I stand, society's ideal system should be 7 rest days. Following Sunday, there should ensue a second, a third, and indeed an infinite procession of Sundays. This should be the face of the new world. Idyllic, eternal, peaceful days. And thus, every person can return to their base selves in this utopia. Some gaze in reverence at the stars, pouring their whole beings into calculating the distance between us and the isolated world of Pagana. Meanwhile, some seek refuge in quiet corners, holding one another, unencumbered by the chains of unwelcome obligations. There would be no need to bear the hardships of reality. Only in this way can humanity face the inevitable end with the purest of spirit. Living a life of dignity. This is what it is to live in bliss. Miss Firefly, you who are stricken with entropy loss syndrome, you of all would surely understand this.
It sounds like a flawless theory.
A deuce. On game! He definitely sounds like a flawless
What is the price to attain all this?
theory, but this will probably be
The
a
cost
price
is
for
minute,
it.
merely a personal and eternal sacrifice. If this paradise is to be maintained for everyone, someone must remain trapped in solitary awakening until the end of the cosmos.
Awakening. Which means that this so-called paradise is still a dream. Stepping into this paradise
Forsaking
means
reality.
forsaking reality, correct?
Yeah. I had a feeling, yeah. And what is the point of that, Sunday?
But transcending. Flesh, blood, sorrow, weakness. If the physical is the root of spiritual suffering, it is only logical that we defeat it.
But in this supposed bliss, people won't have defeated their demons.
They just
The chance
ran
to
away.
overcome their tribulations would be forever lost to them. In other words,
It's an escape.
it is an escape.
It isn't.
That's another way of understanding it.
It is not dealing with
no
your
shame in
problems.
escape.
It is just running
On
away.
the contrary, the seeds of escape exist in everyone's hearts. Don't you agree, Miss Firefly? And as to why we sleep, it is because we are afraid to awaken from our dreams. But this is not in conflict with the grand plan. Only in acknowledging this can we truly understand the frailty of human nature, and from there, show compassion and protection.
I admit that you are a born leader. Your perspective on humanity brims with pessimism. Yet you express compassion for all, even when your heart pities them. But unlike you, I live for the self. From my perspective, individuals making choices for themselves is their birthright.
Yeah.
The want to escape may be innate in the weak. But whether they are weak or not, it is not up to another to decide. Perhaps in your mind, you also view me as weak? Because
Tell him off. Tell him off, girlie.
so.
Tell him off.
Since Miss Firefly has said her piece, the Astral Express
I
will
agree
also
with that.
naturally give you our answer. We'll leave it to you.
Oh!
Just as Mr. McCain
thanks.
instructed before. Tell him
Thanks
our
for putting it out on me, Himiko. Thanks for putting it out on me. Like I haven't suffered enough here.
Among us.